Well, everyone, good morning. It is bright and early. I have one chore today. And you may think, oh, that sounds like an easy day, but it's not. I have one chore today, and that is get my garden back into shape before we have a frost. I have to harvest my carrots, and I hope to really till the garden good. So what I'm going to do is set everything up, and I'm bringing out the big tiller because I didn't run it all year, and I was afraid that if I don't run it, it might be hard to start it. My husband has to mow the lawn and to rake up hundreds and hundreds of walnuts. So that is the chores today on this homestead video. I absolutely love my old trailer, and one of the things that I have to do is open up the windows by hand. The afternoons have been in the 60s and 65 degrees. We do have the wood stove on in the early morning hours, but by afternoon, yeah, it's been really warm for November. It's supposed to be one of the last really warm days, so I'm opening up all the windows, and I'm hoping to really get this garden looking a lot better for the fall and winter. But I still have a lot of things growing, so I have to be really careful that I still keep things growing that I need and not mow over them. I got some baskets in case I find some herbs that I want to collect while I'm down here, and let's get started. I'm somewhat sad to see the garden go. It was a lot of work this year, but it did very well. And this is what my garden looks like, just harvesting some of the herbs yet and going through all those tomato plants. I really overdid it with the tomatoes. And how many times did I tell you that? So I'm going to go ahead now and harvest everything that I possibly can before we get the frost. And I have lots of carrots yet. I'm still I see the deer are starting to eat the tops of my carrots. They stayed away all summer long, but they must have a little bit less food right now. So I really want to go ahead and harvest all these. First, this isn't the best tool to use, but this is what I got. And you use what you have. This is a 1944 trowel. It's an antique, but I use it. It'll take me about an hour to harvest the rest of these. These are the tiny Thumbelina, but they're really nice size. And if I miss any, they'll be the seeds for next year. This is the last time I was able to till the garden, and that way the rest of it can set for the whole winter long. I'm going through everything and cleaning it up, and of course there's still a lot of things that I don't want to run over. It's amazing how long this season has grown. Now this is my big tiller. This is a lot of work. It's a lot to handle with this tiller. It's very heavy and cumbersome, and I was really tired. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of these tomato plants, keep the table down here, and put the green tomatoes on, and in a matter of a couple of days they will ripen up. So I'm going to go through all these tomato plants and see which ones I can keep, and I'll probably get rid of most of them. Finally pulling up all the tomato plants and going through every plant and pulling out all of the green tomatoes. I brought the table out here to set the tomatoes on, and that way I have the table to put all of these tomatoes to help them ripen. It's a lot of work to clean up. This is the big work of the year, is cleaning everything up. And I will not be having tomatoes here next year because this is all going to be my blackberry bushes. And now I'm going to mark off where my lemon verbena is because a lot of them overwintered last year. And I want to see if I can get them to overwinter this year. So the next area I'm working on is this whole area here, because on the right is my blackberries. This will all be blackberries next year. I will not be planting tomatoes here, so I want to get this ground worked up really well. If we go by the old wives' tale, we are going to have a very snowy winter. My husband has collected more walnuts this year than he has other years combined. And while I did all of this rototilling, he was raking up all of these walnuts. Let's just sit a minute and look and see all the work we did today. Self-sufficiency looks very different to everybody. And for us, that means having a really large garden and producing a lot of our own food. Also, self-sufficiency means we're doing more work for ourselves in order to save money. Taking our own trees down and learning how to do these things, and working on home improvements, which you'll see soon in an upcoming video. All of these things can really help you with the expense of life. And I realized this year I grew enough of carrots to last me for a whole year. And I was really impressed with how well that turned out. And also I had a lot of potatoes. Now they didn't get very large this year because we had such a dry year, but I have enough for at least 3 months to 4 months. As you see, I'm rototilling up all these herbs, and I use it somewhat like a lawnmower. I will take the rototiller and till up all the herbs, and then I'll go through it again because herbs will come up year after year. This is one way I am able to keep my garden looking fresh. I have a very large garden, and the videos does not do the justice how large it is because it's actually a lot larger than what it looks in videos. Being self-sufficient also means producing your own herbs for your own medications and medicines, and that is what I do. I'm relying on holistic medicine and learning how to be healthier and learning how to maintain my property in a way that I can keep going with the age that I am and keep doing things to be. If you notice really closely, all the different things that we do, like the rain barrels, to use that to wash our laundry. Even I wash my dishes with it because I treat the rain water with a little bit of chlorine in the summertime. All of these little places that I have made all have self-sufficiency in mind. That's my laundry room where I wash my clothing. I have where I keep all of my garden things. And every little area that you see in my home has a meaning and a reason for it that helps me become more self-sufficient every single day. Looking out onto the deck, you can see the beautiful garden that I have here, and I cannot make it much larger simply because we have our sewer system in the front. But now I have all of these carrots that I harvested once again, and I am using some Lipton onion soup mix, as you've seen me do in previous videos. I blanched the carrots for 3 minutes, and now I am going to put them in the freezer. I could can them like I've done in past, but for me right now, it's easier to freeze my things and make meals with them, and they're so delicious. I hope you give it a try. Well, everyone, let me finish this up and say goodbye to all of you, and I hope that I gave you some visual effect look at what self-sufficiency can look like. And it changes as the years go by and as our life changes, but it's always things that you can do to save money, to live a cleaner life, and to also keep active as much as you possibly can. Take care, everyone. This was a big video today, and I can't wait to share again tomorrow what I'm working on. Okay, hi everybody, I am Homestead Tessie. Today I'm going to show you this beautiful tulip. This is tall. I am 5'9", and it's about as tall as me. Now you can adjust it and make it shorter. This is a beautiful wind spinner. As you can see, the flowers spin, and it is a tulip. Let me show you what it looks like at the top. There is the tulip, and it is a wind spinner. It's really pretty. It was very simple and easy to put together. It has the copper look to it, and the bottom of it is like this. So it goes down into the ground, It's a heavy duty piece of lawn ornament, and it is absolutely stunning and beautiful. You can put it in your courtyard, in your garden. It is beautiful centerpiece for your decorating in your landscape. And this is what it looks like. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Absolutely beautiful.